We in this. What's up, y'all? I know I ain't Cody Height, but you know what? He took over DEI, changed the name to Cody Height Incorporated. Instead of Revved Up Podcast, this is about to be Moached Up Podcast up in this hole. We looking at beef on the Cup Series Discord and all sorts of shit. It's fucking wilding out here, dude.
Yeah, we're bringing in both pods. We're using the In the Fence Discord to fuel the beef we have tonight.
Dude, I'm up here like just whipping up some good soup, stirring the hell out of this pot. I'm about to start getting in here. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna say nothing. But I mean, all in all, I mean, it was a really good race tonight. I just, speaking from my perspective, I had to, just do irrational stuff just to kind of be up there towards the front. And it was fun to drive, but I was slow. I mean, hell, I was back there running 90th too. So I mean, but it was fun, and I know they had a hell of a battle up there for the lead at the end, and I know there was some room not given or whatever and all that stuff. But I mean, in my eyes, Dalton, you one of my best friends. But in my eyes, I understand his racing etiquette, but he kind of like, in what I saw, I don't feel like nothing was messed with there at the end. I mean, I really don't.
I would say I didn't actually see what happened, but just going off of what they're saying, I mean, I kind of see both sides of it. Like as the leader,
I do, yeah, I do for sure. Because I mean, you're also at the same time like in your head, like because you see that guy in your mirror and he's on your ass, and you know he has better tires than you, and you're just like worried. Like at least in my brain, I would be like worried, like, oh shit, is he gonna pass me? Is he not? Is he gonna pass me? Is he not? But like at the same time, like I think we've shown with the 3 average yellows per freaking race so far, and like just the respect and the sheer give and take throughout the year of like that we haven't seen in freaking years in NORA, and really haven't seen in years in iRacing. That I mean, that you knew he was probably just going to ride behind you and not try to get by you. I mean, like he probably wasn't going to. I mean, really and truly. I mean, you probably could have just kept your head forward or whatever and just kept going. I mean, unless he was so close he was getting an ass light. I mean, I can understand that, but I don't know, man.
That's why I'm saying like I see both sides of it because like, not to pick on you, but you would probably agree when I say it. Like I've had the situation where like you're leading and you're second, or you're leading, obviously leading, and that guy comes up behind you and just rides there, and it does affect the handling. Like you don't think it would, but
and it kind of does get in your head. I mean, I really don't have the right to speak because I ain't been in that fucking situation at an oval. I mean, truly, unless we're like at a freaking Talladega or Daytona, but like, man, I don't. I mean, yeah, I could see that. Because I mean, like hell, like in the trucks, like too. That's one thing I could speak from experience. Like in the trucks, like you're leading and you're running like the top of like I don't know Kansas or whatever, and somebody like you or Dalton or whoever be like right up on my ass, and that thing would be freaking sideways, man. Like I would just be driving the hell out of that bitch up off the corner because it'd be like I'd be having the wheel. I mean, pretty much like 45 out to the right, just trying to get straight up off the corner. But I mean, it could have been the same thing tonight too. But I mean, like I said, I've never known because I wasn't even close to up there.
That's just your normal. I don't have the talent to be up there. I can't make it. I don't have the talent to do it.
Bro, what?
That's what you always do. That's like,
bro, you're literally Eeyore. Bro, you're literally Eeyore, bro. You are labeled Eeyore in the freaking In Defense Discord. Literally, Eeyore. Oh, man, I can't do it. I can't go fast. And goes out there and runs 2/10 faster in the field and Q. It's like, oh, man, I just got to be really crap lap time. Hey, Karen.
That's still funny enough. I think Cody found it last week. The best clip I think he has.
Oh, yeah, where you were like, oh, man, I got loose as hell off of 3 and 4, yada, yada. This is about to be a horrible lap, yada, yada. It goes pole by like 2.5 tenths. It's like, bro, like.
Blade. He always does that shit, man. I can't stand it.
I can't stand that fucking shit, man. I don't even like racing this dude. He can't stand that shit, bro. I can't stand that shit.
Hi, Carrie.
Yeah, but I don't know. But it was just dude, the strategy, the green flag runs, I mean, man, it was freaking awesome. It was awesome. It was good to go. I mean, I know I sucked, but it was fun to go granny checkered. Like, it really was. Like, and just to reflect, like, self-reflect on, like, the whole season, like, Yeah, I run back out of the top 10. I haven't ran for the lead at all. And that's probably typically like what I feel like most people want to do nowadays in iRacing. But, dude, the green flag runs and like the sheer like challenge and just of getting throughout the run and being able to, I guess, sort of like having to manage your tires and figure out how to be best throughout the run and all this and that. And in your run your own race, sort of, because at the same time, like you have tiers throughout the field of like you have your top five, then you have like your sixth to 10th, 11th, 12th, and then you have your 12th to the back, like, and it's just and those guys are all racing in their own bubble too at the same time. But then sometimes one guy might break through to the top five with a strategy or something and then drop, you know what I'm saying? Like, but being able to actually like form strategy and like race throughout the race and not have a stage to just dictate your strategy for you. Oh my gosh, dude. Like it has been so refreshing. And it's like, and it just reminded me on Tuesday when we ran over Dakota, like why, like I don't like stage racing as a driver, as a fan. I love stage racing because it brings the whole field back together. You don't have long drawn out green flag runs and all this, which I mean, at the same time though, like to argue against the whole long drawn green flag runs and not liking it as a fan, like hell, in most of our races, like the freaking end of the race, like tonight, I mean, hell was close as shit. Like last week, I'm pretty sure it was still close. And then like we've had all these close finishes and we've not had any stages or any manufacturer cautions or nothing. Like it's been great. It has been great racing.
Well, and it's funny because like
Discord driver does continue, Cody. Yes.
it's also very weird seeing his name pop up
Very
doing
weird.
this and not
Very weird.
having him.
Why are you not in my picture? Why are you not in my square, Cody?
Well, technically be here.
Oh yeah, I guess there.
Might
Yeah,
be.
and you would be here. Yeah, right over here, and Cody would be over there. But yeah, that's funny.
But no, like because like I said, like I'm just never comfortable there. But at one point, don't know what I was doing. If the track heated up, maybe I was the quickest car in the top 10.
Bro, no, it was the track heating up. The car came to freaking life tonight. Whenever that sun started beaming down on that track, dude, the freaking car came to life. And I literally went into no shit. I went into 1 and 2, and the sun came out. I was like wrecking loose because I had been driving the car and I'm talking about like I'm like 20 laps in the run or whatever. Like I'm at the ass end of the run, and I'm literally going down the corner. I have been plowing, about to knock the fucking wall down like every single time in the corner. Every time I'm coming up, almost washing up in the center, trying to get back down, to point it back down to get off 2. Well, I come into 1, and I'm like, okay, all right, it's just gonna go up. So I'm trying to like throw it a little bit of wheel into it and also like let out of it. But then I get back to the gas a little bit to let it rotate. Dude, I almost wrecked. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this thing drives great. And then I was like literally knocking down. I was like, the hell with it, I'll stay out. And I literally was knocking down like, I mean, 2.5, 3/10 faster laps for that time the sun was out. And then the cloud, it would go right back behind the clouds like at the end of the race. It went right back behind the clouds. And I was horrible. I was terrible. I was awful. It was hell. I was like almost 2 seconds off pace.
Yeah. And like, well, I mean, it's like I said though, like every time I went to pit, I think the first or second stop, it was Brian Jones. He speeds, I think, goes a lap down.
Yep.
You and I are catching Reader and Vinny. Like Vinny's been dominant. We're catching him.
It's like, what the hell, dude?
In my head, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pit right here, get that lap, fresh tires. We go into 3, Reader ducks off. I'm like, well, I'm gonna try and get a lap led. I run it dry, and then Dalton or Dustin does the same thing. I'm like, well, no bonus points for me.
Yeah, here you go. Keep stepping on you. Yeah, literally that was like to back up to. I think it was 2. Was it the last pit stop, or was it the last pit stop? I don't remember. Whatever one it was, I just pulled in early because I was like, hell, all I'm gonna do is literally just pull in and just hope that I can get in front of Dalton to be able to take 1. If I can take 1, those 5 points would be huge. Because I mean, I'm in, I think 5th. I think right now in points.
Well, actually, I can give you a rough idea.
Leading, like again, going back to my topic of like, Timmy, we're getting to next gen. Chill out. I'm about to roast myself here in a minute. I want you to just hold on. You stay here for that. Okay, just hold on. I'm gonna roast myself here in a minute. Okay, but anyways, back to Gen 4. So that then again, like what I was talking about earlier, like the tier system. So I mean, like you have like your top 5 to, I mean, whatever. I mean, it may even vary to 6, like some nights. Like I would say, shout out to Eric Essery or however you say his last name tonight. He had a hell of a race car. That dude was fast, very, very, very fast. Could maintain his stuff and everything. And right there at the end, I don't know what was. It was different. It was almost like he kind of slowed down a little bit, but he was fast. Like he was very, very fast. But always plays race around him too. He's clean. I'm usually battling with him. That's why I was kind of shocked he was so far out in front of me.
So there's your points too.
Yeah.
Unofficially, so you're 5th, 63 out.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm talking about. Like you can kind of see like the gap there. So like, see, I'm 22 to what? 22 to Brian. Yeah. See, you got 22 to. Well, damn, I'm 68 to Cody Smith. I'm kind of like on an island by myself.
But it's like, and nothing against these guys, but like, Dustin's biggest worry was like, oh, well, we missed a race or we missed 2. He missed a race, has 3 top 5s, so there already has more top 5s than Dalton, and is already top 10.
Yep. And here he comes up through the field, already step 7. And then what? Where's Reader at? +4? Reader's 1 spot out now of the chase?
He's 11th, but technically he's in because he's within 400.
He's in because he's within 400, yeah.
So, like, technically...
The cutoff line's at Cody. Below Cody and Nick.
Like right now, still early, but, like, you would literally have 20 cars.
Yeah.
But, like... I don't know. Like, that was the first race I didn't get a lap, but, like...
You know what kind of shocks me? And talking about, like Kevin, and they've started all the races, Kevin and Blake. And, like, they have pretty good speed this year. I mean, honestly. And Matty George. And, like, all them. Like, I'm surprised that gap is so large on points. That kind of surprises me. But I guess that it comes down to, like, the finishes and everything else, too. You know, I mean, like,
look at the top 5s and top 10s. Like, Dustin's ran 4 races, and he has 3 top 5, 3 top 10s. I think his only...
Daytona?
Yeah, so he had Daytona. Yeah, no.
No, he finished. They won Daytona, didn't they? No, he didn't win Daytona. Who won Daytona? I forgot. I can't remember.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler won Daytona. That's right, because Dustin was behind him and was pushing him. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So it had to be because he missed Rockingham. So it had to be Vegas because he was 4th last week.
Yeah.
Or no?
I think so. I don't know. No, wait. No. It's Atlanta because remember he ran out of fuel or whatever at the end.
That was Brian. Dustin was 4th at Atlanta.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I remember he was running 14th or something and forgot to put fuel in it. I remember seeing it on their podcast. He didn't put fuel in or something. I can't remember. Whatever, one of those tracks.
He was 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah.
20. No.
Because he got screwed 16th. That whole race. Yeah, I remember that. But, I mean, either way.
Like I said, that's the difference. Because look at his top 5, top 10s. Like, yes, he got 20 bonus points, but the gap's higher than 20 to Matt. But Matt only has the 1 top 10.
Yeah. Dude, but look out. I mean, but that is crazy, though. Like, look, from Matt, like what you're saying, like, literally from Matt to Al, the gap is crazy.
It's not even 100 points.
And that's crazy in this point system, you know. It's like, that's crazy, dude. But
even the top, like Vinny is
Vinny has dominated
every race.
Yeah, except for tonight. He didn't dominate tonight.
And yet,
but damn, Dalton took the lead.
Yeah.
Wow. Brian dropped 3. Oh yeah, Brian didn't have a good finish. Wow.
So here's your laps led, just to kind of prove the point.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Al led all those laps at Daytona, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of those laps. And Nick Pressey, huh? Yeah.
Well, he led a little bit tonight, too.
Yeah, he did lead at the beginning. That's right. But, I mean, dude, man, it's gonna be great. If we could just keep this, like, consistency and cleanliness and everything throughout the racing and everything, dude, it is going to be great throughout the whole season, I mean, I think. And then now I guess we could back up to Gen 4 Q. I mean, I think I'm like, where are we at now? Do you even have the numbers, Josh? I mean, I've got to be like, I'm probably outside the top 10. Bristol, I'm going to struggle, brother.
I don't have the official number. I could probably jump back in, but I don't know what that would do to this. I know when we were last in there, I know I went, what did I say, third, fourth?
Yeah, I think so. Or yeah, third or fourth, something like that. Because you
Actually,
were only like a few hundreds off, weren't you?
I'll try and join it and see what it does. I know Dalton and Vinny are in there now, so
Yeah, there's gonna be some of your times, but there. Dalton's probably gonna have a pretty good time. Vinny's definitely gonna have a good time. But yeah, I mean, like you're gonna be. I mean, I don't know where you're gonna be. Honestly, I was trying to roll the middle, and I just don't understand, man. I've never got Bristol. I don't get it. I just don't. I need to. That's where I should turn about 1,000 laps at because I don't understand that track whatsoever.
well, it's funny. Old boy height on YouTube should be cruising around that joint.
Bro, that's his home track. That's his home track. He should be boost cruising around that thing. He should be going flying around there. He should know that place like the back of his hand.
Well, like that's the thing. Like, I think Vinny and I were talking about it tonight a little bit. Like, granted, I have a feeling with the power, this is going to be. That's where we at. Vinny just went fifth. Dalton didn't turn a time yet.
So you're still P3?
Yep.
What?
You're ninth. Dustin went eighth. Reader went sixth.
I'm shocked I'm that high, dude.
So it's Brian Jones, Pressy, who is still, we'll just call it 600ths. I'm third, basically a 10th. Matty George fourth, Vinny fifth, Reader sixth, Tay McDonald seventh, which, if he's still blinking, that'll be you, because Cleve is eighth and you're ninth. Blake is 10th.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a few right here, like Matty George. If he can hold on to that track position, that'll be a good run for him. He needs a good run to be able to back up, like, just get a good point stay. Because I feel like he's had some bad luck here lately. And I mean, like, right here at Darlington tonight, it just, I mean, I know that probably didn't really play in his favor, but for him to have a good run this coming Monday at Bristol, which I feel like he's probably always like kind of ran on the stronger side of Bristol, he could probably be able to have a good day, but get solid top 10, top 5.
Well, so it's kind of funny, and I'll bring this up here just because I know, we'll have to pit at Bristol actually, because looking at what the fuel load was, I almost wanted the bigger fuel load tonight. Like,
I did
again,
want the bigger fuel load tonight.
Going back to that run where, like, you and I, when the track got hotter and we were like one of the faster cars, I was like, damn, like this run's already over and we're, a tenth, 2/10, depending on the lap faster.
Yes, and backing up to Darlington too, I'll say this: like, I kind of had to change my whole driving style altogether because I just felt like if I saved how I did the first run, then I was going to lose way too much time and it wasn't going to make up enough on the back end. It was making up a lot on the back end, but it was not making up nowhere near enough. And I had to just do something completely different. I really don't know how to do yet, and that's like have that middle of run burst of pace and had that insane amount of speed too at the same time. Like, but I don't know.
I was going to show Dalton's lap, but I was like, nah, I won't do that.
Is he on track right now?
No, but I had it on him. And I was like, But see, like...
Hold on, watch this. Here you go. Ready? Wait, hold on.
And, like, just because we're talking about it, and, like, nothing against Vinny, I think this will be a test for Vinny.
Watch this. Watch this. You ready? You hear my phone ringing?
Yeah, he's probably beefing with Blake still.
Look. Hey. Hey, I got you on the podcast. Go turn your qualifying lap. We want to watch.
Oh, fuck. I'm sitting here fucking beefing it out.
Are you beefing it out on the channel, dude? Okay. All right. Well, just turn your lap when you can. We're sitting here watching.
All right, I'll turn it.
All right, bye. And see, that's what you get when you add me on the freaking podcast. Just random ass shit like that. My ADHD takes over.
Well, so back to what I was saying, though, just looking like these times, depending on where Dalton goes, which I assume would be top 5, this would be a test, in my opinion, for Vinny. And I'm not saying because like him trying to get to the front, because we obviously know he's got the speed, but not running
Patience.
Matt and I over,
Patience, my
or
friend.
even Pressy.
So, and this is another topic I want to get to. Okay. And I'm kind of jumping ahead, but I'll go ahead and just say it right now. He has that problem, but I can't judge him because he's got more speed, in my opinion. So I don't have a right to say anything. But I do have a right to say this. He has that problem of just like you, like if you're like passing you or whatever, like just sending it way too hard on the bottom or whatever, like that and stuff like that. And that was the same problem I ran into on Tuesday with
This guy.
Malone. Jacob Malone. I know he probably doesn't listen to this crap or nothing like that, but here goes Dalton knows all the turn of stuff. But he has the problem, but probably about times 10. And I thought personally, I'd love to have the replay pulled up for Nick, like that Nick sent me, but I don't think he ever sent it to me. And watch that over again. Because I've never watched the replay of it. My power went out, and I never had the freaking able to pull back up the replay and watch it at the end of the race. But to me, it was just like he was pushing the issue way too hard, and just he had a way faster car than I did, and still just absolutely just bombed it up off in there, and was no reason, to do that.
I'm gonna say 14.
He's
I'm gonna say low
right
6.
now.
I'm gonna say P3.
He's feeling the pressure right now. I wish I could key up like, oh, like in the stadium. Yeah, that's about to be 14.4.
14.4?
5.3. I mean,
it
sorry.
could be. That's actually a good lap. I think you're right. 5.8.
Ooh, Brian beat him. That's pretty much about it, isn't it?
It's 22.
Oh, Moultrie. Where's Moultrie? Oh, Moultrie's with family, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the 22, though you said? Cody Smith, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, Cody.
He's had some flashes of brightness, he's been pretty all right. But
what's funny though, and I'm gonna cross podcast again. The two that were, I'll just say complaining, but not necessarily complaining about the qualifying. I haven't started besides tonight because of like default, because of like Moultrie, like the whole second row missing. I hadn't started inside the top 10 all year. Like I started 9th tonight. That was my best starting spot.
See, I have no right to say anything because I've like practiced it and then and then started like
you start
way
like
higher
way up here, and then you're just like level out for like 20 laps, and then
yeah, I'm gonna go fuck around and back out top 10 for 20 laps, and then just stay there for the rest of the race. Like that sounds pretty good idea to me.
I don't know. I mean, either way though, I think it's still interesting top 5. But now the question is even more if we stay on the outside, because I was gonna say bottom. Like I was saying before, with the horsepower, I feel like the top is going to be more dominant, unless you just cook your right front, which again with the horsepower and the speed is possible. But it's almost going to be like the truck. I don't know if you ran the playoff race the year I won the championship.
No, I don't think so. I didn't run trucks that year.
Like it started bottom, but then like really, I always tell you like kind of stay low as long as you can.
Yeah, just at the bottom.
Like I don't think Brian ran the bottom more than 5 laps, and then like went middle, and then just ran like middle top the entire stage and the entire run. And I think you'll see that.
And in this car, I mean, I don't know. The horsepower is so high, dude. Like, I feel like it's going to be like old school Bristol, but not like rolling the bottom. It's just going to be like you're going to need to save your rears because the way the car gets above the corner.
The day race, right?
Yes. It's going to be hot and steamy. That's what I'm saying. So, like, you're probably going to save your rears. And I'm sure Dalton can probably tell you that, too, because, like, it's just going to be so much wheel spin. I mean, you can already tell, like, in a Q run, dude, like, you're just coming up off the corner and you're not even trying to come off the corner hard. Like, you're just rolling up off the corner and the tires are already, like, kicking out in the car and the back end. So, I don't know. It's what do I know though? But I mean, like I feel like that's what I feel like is going to happen. Is it's just be like you have to keep the rears underneath you, and then obviously keep the fronts underneath you by like backing up your entry and being smart.
Well, that's just to finish off my point though. If we were on the bottom, I feel like Vinny, we were saying like patience. would have had to have had that more. Because, like, you know me, like, if I'm on the bottom, I'm going to paint the bottom. Like, I'm not going to, especially
rolling
early.
it.
Like, I'm not
All
going to
your
just.
good guys are going to do that. They're all going to roll that bottom like hard, especially that's the line. Like
Right.
they're going to paint it. Absolutely freaking paint it.
But that's what I'm saying, though. So he would have had to have then not hit his mark because I'm there. You know, at the time it was Pressy, but then but I think now that we're up top, he'll kind of. I mean, I could be wrong. He'll kind of expect me to kind of push the issue a little bit to get track position.
Yeah.
Because this is the furthest back he started. I think he's literally been. I think he was third tonight. So I think he's literally been top 3 every race besides Daytona, but that's Daytona.
Yeah.
So, like P6 right now, with obviously you don't know what anybody else is going to do. With potential, it would probably be back half the top 10. Well, further back half top 10.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. Beats me.
It's going to be track position all day for all you out there. But for our tier, like I said, like again, we're talking about the tier system, how I kind of put it earlier. For my tier, it is going to be survive and fight and try to stay on the lead lap. Like that is what it's going to be for me. And that's my goal. Is I want, if I can nail a top 10, dude, I will come out of there like a hog and shit, man. I'd be so freaking tickled. I'd be excited. I mean, to come out of the Bristol, I know that'd be one of my weaker tracks. So, but.
Well, we'll touch on that. I don't know if Timmy's still here, but you'll like this part. Had some beef last Tuesday, huh?
Well, I mean, it all started with, first off, I mean, I know he probably doesn't watch this, but shout out Ryan Bird. I'm sorry, dude. My front bumper had a magnet for your back bumper, you know, and I just constantly just absolutely running you the fuck over and had absolutely no talent. So I'm sorry about that, first off. Second off, I'm not really entirely sure if I should be starting Malone, but I did apologize just to fucking cover my ass. But at the same time, I also think, kid, if you do watch this, your ass has got to be fucking patient and you need to fucking learn. I understand you got fucking speed, but you need to take that speed and fucking use it smart and be fucking patient and have better racecraft. Because your ass just sitting it up in there on like fucking lap 9 on my ass when you could have blown my fucking doors off going in the hairpin. Like, I don't know. In my brain, if you live to fight another day when I have half a car on you going into the S's, then and I snake through the S's and they come out the other side down a little stupid short chute and everything else. Like literally, if you get down there in the next hairpin before the stadium section, you are going to blow my doors off going in that corner. I mean, straight up. And I mean, yeah, I had a magnet for my ass. He did. He really did. I mean, I had a magnet. There was a magnet in his ass, Terry, and I was attracted to it. And I would constantly slide my car, for whatever reason, would just point to it and just slam right into it. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a charger. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's
unprepared, just, unprofessional.
Well, bro, my iPad's dying fast as hell. Look, I'm going to just do this. I wasn't expecting this.
Look, we literally switched to next gen. We got more people.
Oh, stop. Piss Brady's my fave. I'm sure Cody probably, like, airs me out, dude, and, like, get some good content. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's just.
So, and I know I've told you, and we don't actually have this on this episode as far as planning, but I know I said it last week because it kind of ties into the coda. A couple years ago, you and I had probably our best battle ever. Oval, road course, dirt.
Hold on. I would argue that one of the best battles in the history of NORA for 3 straight laps, and it was broadcasted piss poor. I will say that. It was not broadcasted the best it should have been. He missed so many freaking key points. And it was I would argue about 15 laps because we were both driving the wheels off those cars 15 seconds away from each other because we're on 2 different strategies. And then I come in the hot pit, and you're like, bro, you were talking so much shit in the fucking Discord. I will never forget that. You said, yo ass ain't gonna come out in front of me. I was like, you fucking watch, bitch. I'm about to come the fuck out in front of you, block the shit out of you. And we came out there, man. Obviously, you pull up that fucking YouTube video. That shit was fucking badass. But Trevor fucking, God bless him. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened to him, but RIP Trevor. He don't fucking broadcast no more. But hell, he missed so many key battles. He had a hell of a commentator voice. He just could not commentate worth a shit. And man, Vinny was freaking 3/4 of the track ahead of us, like gone, absolutely freaking gone. And this guy's like keeps panning back and forth to Vinny, acting like Vinny's got something going on in front of him, even though Vinny's just lapping like sixth place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But that was all-time best. But I will say, also on Tuesday, I definitely pissed away one of my first wins in a long, long time. I should not have done that. I should not have pushed it as hard as I did, just like what you told me on freaking Discord. Like, I shouldn't have went as hard as I did. I was pushing the car too hard, and then obviously got my freaking drive-through, and then there I was. And then, of course, as soon as I come out of the pits, there I am again. I freaking drive straight off, diving it into the first hairpin, and I slam right in the back and bird again and just fucking killed his shit. Like I said, another magnet in his ass, and I was just freaking hitting him.
So I was debating on actually showing it. I'm trying to get back to where we actually come together. It was, looking at the intervals, at least 6 laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you pitted coming 2:06 to go, and then we just had 6
Literally
laps
took like,
around
I took like,
COVID.
what, like 3 gallons of fuel? I mean, I think that was it. And gas and go and just hauled ass. Because, I mean,
Something like that.
because there was still like when you didn't, I mean, it still is kind of like that, but not to this extreme. I probably should have took tires in probably stage 1, at the end of stage 1, because my tires I just overheated them. And like on this past Tuesday, but on back then, like hell, you could just no tire the whole way and just fly. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just you didn't have to worry about tires.
Well, that's what I said Tuesday though. Like, you look back, that was 2 years ago already at this point, or no, I guess 3 technically.
There's 3 now. There's 3.
But like, I used to be decent. Like, we weren't Vinny's pace, but like we were decent enough.
Imagine if Vincent wasn't there.
Wow.
That would have been like on a NORA Classic reel.
The whole thing would have been broadcasted.
Yeah, the whole thing would have been broadcasted. Like, everybody would have seen. He wouldn't have focused on Vincent freaking going 60 miles an hour down the front stretch at the end of the race, swerving back and forth. You know what I'm saying? He would have caught like us beating the fucking shit out of each other going through the middle of the stadium on the final lap for 60 seconds behind first. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know. Like, you like it because it's like a GT3. I think you said.
Dude, I mean, then yes, I think because it was. I'll say this. I think then I liked it so much because it was fresh. It was new. It was different. There was parody, and like, I'll bring something up like this. Like, if you are on this podcast and you're watching right now and you never watched any of the NORA races, I have no speed at ovals. Okay, at any sort of oval, I don't have any speed. I really don't. I never have speed at a mile and a half or short track or nothing like that. I'm not in the top 4 running pace. I'm not. That's not me. I have like the parody in the next gen is what I enjoyed is like I showed up to Charlotte. Okay, this was what 2 years ago in the next gen.
Last year.
Dude, I was the fastest car on the racetrack.
Yeah, it was the Coke 600 last year.
100% the Coke 600. I was the fastest car on the racetrack without a doubt. And Vincent was like, dude, you're so, like, I don't know what you're doing. I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing either, but I'm just driving the shit out of this thing, and I'm just making it work. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I was like, dude, I'm death gripping the wheel and everything. Well, obviously, I fucked up the pit strategy, lost the race, but at the same time, like, that parody is, like, kind of like, I guess, like, what kept me in it and kept me fresh. But at the same time, then I, like, got to the point where I was like, dude, like, fuck the parody. Like, it really doesn't, it isn't like what the car drives like is what makes it more enjoyable. And, like, yeah, sure, I run 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, or whatever, like, every week with this stuff. But, like, hell, dude, how much fun I had driving the car, like, tonight. Like, me running 7th or whatever I did, I had a blast. Way more of a blast running 7th than I did if I was in next gen and then got an interview for 2nd, you know what I'm saying? And just drove my nuts off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, in my opinion, that's how I feel and how I that's what I enjoy about the Gen 4 stuff and everything like that, and the dirt stuff. I enjoy the dirt stuff too, but I mean, that's a whole different topic for another day.
Well, it's almost like, and I think Cody said it best, not our Cody, but Reader, at, I guess it was Vegas. Like, he's never driven so hard to finish 8th.
Dude, me and Blake and him had a hell of a battle right there. Well, really, mostly him and Blake had a hell of a battle right there, but we were all right there all together. And I was like, damn, dude. I was like, I'm running right here with Cody Reader. Like, holy fuck. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's wild. Like, that with what this car is and what you have to do to be in the, like, it's, I don't know. It's just crazy. The car, like, the car on Mondays caters to my driving style, but at the same time, I mean, I'm just not fast enough. I'll probably maybe I'll figure it out in laps later on, but I don't know.
Well, and it's funny. So like we're talking about like next gen Coda. Like one of the points I was going to make back when we started was like I used to have pace in the car on road courses, but now like you saw, like you were leading and I'm running like 12th. Like
yeah, but that comes
guys
with, but that comes with laps. All those kids out there, like your Malones, your that
Brzezowski.
I call him the 14-year-old, or however, or 12 or however the fuck old he is, or like the like Bird. Okay, Bird doesn't turn laps. That dude just has pace. I mean, he's just like Vinny. He just got the shit. It's just built different. But like Malone and the 12-year-old and all that, like they all just turn all these laps and all these laps and all these laps, and they just get so fast. And then, do you have to call me what? I'm so confused. Is it in Discord? I'm missing this. But anyways,
Dakota was I think called him like a dipshit or something after Coda last week.
Dakota. Who?
Moniz.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's right. You reckon me? Timmy, I'm not running tomorrow, bro. Fuck that car. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I mean, I know I've ran like 90th every race. I finished 90th at every race we ran all year. And I know I'm running for points, but I really just don't feel like running that stuff tomorrow. I'm just gonna probably play golf all day. But anyways, back on topic.
What I'm doing.
Question: how does car performance play into it when it comes to iRacing? Like, does it matter when how you set things up, or is it just it's so in a carry on in like a fixed setup? Okay, it all is the driver, and really and truly, it is all about the way you drive the car. You have to manage your tires properly, and you have to manage your race the best. Obviously, getting on and off pit road. It essentially comes down, simply put, to talent. Okay.
That's why Brady runs 10th every week.
Timmy, sorry to you. Exactly right. Timmy, sorry to you, but I'm gonna be blunt. Okay. In my opinion, when you run that open set stuff, your set can save you a lot on your skill. Like, you can be able to run in great pace if you have a car that's more catered to you and more built to you, and you have the sets that, I mean, you can just haul ass, you know what I'm saying? Because you have the cars catered to you and you don't have to adjust your driving style to the car. And that's where in like fixed, like what we do, like what we do on Mondays and Tuesdays with fixed, you have to have more talent because you have to adjust your driving style to manage the tire better, to handle the strategy better and whatnot and all that. I mean, am I right, Josh?
Normally, I would agree. I would say next gen or even like the truck, yes.
Next gen, the truck, 100%. Like,
if
set
you don't
is
have
huge.
that power, I would say Mondays this year, and even Vinny said it again tonight, and I think even Cody said it a couple times.
Hold on, Josh. Give it a minute, Timmy. It'll load up here in a minute. Just wait for it and just sit there on that screen. It'll eventually load up and you can click start. Go ahead.
Yeah. You can use your right foot to cater the car more so to how you like it. So, like, obviously, carry
kind of like 2018 iRacing. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. So it's kind of like 2018 that like iRacing with the NASCAR, like the Gen 6, the high horsepower, because you can kind of like use your foot to be able to make the car progress loose or tight or whatever, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. But like for me, with the dirt background, and even you more so obviously on iRacing, like you like the dirt stuff, or Jason, or whoever, we prefer loose race cars. With this, even if you're tight, like it's an overcast or whatever, and the track's cool, you have the horsepower. You have, I'm trying on the track, I guess, but you have the horsepower. You have the tools to loosen the car up on your own. So even if it's fixed setup, you're not just burning your right front down to 50% or potentially going to blow a right front tire.
Yeah.
So kind of too, I didn't know if you meant this with your wording. So each car is the same.
Mm-hmm.
So like even though we technically have Chevy and Dodge, and I think Ford this year for 04?
Mm-hmm. Ford.
Technically they're all the same. So like my car, Cody's car, Brady's car, like we're all different.
The exact same.
But we're the same.
Mm-hmm. But you could change minor things like how hard you turn the steering wheel and like whether your brake is more concentrated to the front of the car or the back of the car, which in turn, like if it's concentrated more towards the front of the car, you have more push on entry, or if you put it to the rear, it's more rotation on entry. I always wondered how that played like real racing. It comes down to parts and performance.
iRacing, I will give them this. As much as we complain about the tire, and I think this tire is better than the next gen tire because that's obviously the GT3 tire. The tire temperatures, they might not be accurate, but they actually do play a role. It's like Brady was just talking about the brake bias.
Yeah.
So you really want to keep your front tires cool. That'll help long run, like we've been getting so far in the 04 stuff. Keep that tire cool. It'll loosen the car up. If you have too much front brake bias and you're at a track with a lot of brake, just like real life, if you and Cody watch a race on Sunday, the rotor, they actually do glow on iRacing. It'll glow, it builds heat. Heat gets in that tire, it wears it more, which obviously tightens the car up. If you prefer a looser car, depending on how you want to get in the corner, you'll move that brake bias back. It'll take some temperature out of the right front, put it in the rears, and kind of balance that more. So then you can, have that setup loosen up instead of be, so right front dependent.
To piggyback off Josh's stuff too, like think about like, all right, if I put more heat to a hot air balloon, what does it do? It expands and it gets more pressure, right? If I put less heat to a hot air balloon, it decreases and gets less pressure, right? So by that increase and decrease, you got to think about if I'm increasing the air pressure in turn making the tire hotter, it's making the tire not have as much grip. If the tire is cooler, then and has less heat in it, then it's having more grip.
To go off this too, to kind of just piggyback off the brake comment, I've seen it even at like Bristol, like mine. I mean, you know me, I love a front brake, like free it up on entry as much as you can without just dying. Actually, I think haven't seen, funny enough, with Cody. I don't think I've ever seen Cody's brakes or even yours glow, but I always see mine. And like always see Vinny's, always see Blade. But
are you talking about like in general, like at any track?
Yeah, just like any like heavier braking track where like you would see it.
So I'll say at a road course, you're never gonna see my front rotors glow, because like let's say for example like at Coda, and the end of the run, like after all y'all parked it and everything, once I was like hauling ass pretty good and like going pretty good after like at the end of the stage, at the backside stage two, I had the big lead. I had the brake bias all the way down to like 39.9%. Like no crap. I was literally driving the car like that, and it was just enough to be able to get the car to settle out and then turn and rotate to the hairpin. And that's just my personal driving style. But then you have people like Bird. Like Bird, I've talked to him before about stuff and everything, and he adjusts the car more to the front, so like the front side of the car, and he basically wants the car to be able to push and then kind of just be able to stop almost, not necessarily faster, but I guess like, I don't know how to explain it, like differently, and then have the car kind of push and just, I mean, the cater's better to him and he could just put wheel into it, I guess, and just keep going. I don't know. It don't make sense to me how he does it, but it just, I don't know, bro, Timmy. Well, I forgot what Timmy said. Timmy earlier, he said, that's true, but I don't know how to build a set. He said, therefore I have to adapt to the builder's car. Well, most of the time, but the beef in Discord is keeping me up. Well, most of the time, like, the builder is going to cater to, like, I'll speak for me. So, like, in my experience. So, I've drove Premier sets, and I've drove McConey sets, and I've drove, what is it? Like, what is the one that Connie's sponsored by? Or was? It's like SRM or whatever the hell. I don't remember. It was something that they had. But anyways, like, you buy the set or like whatever, like however you did it or whoever you got it from, whatever. I run the set with whoever I like the most. Like McConey tends to build a looser set. PRS, I found that like in a truck at least, they always built like a tighter set. And you can, like in that time, Timmy, like in that aspect, I mean, like, I understand you're sponsored by PRS, but like at the same time, like you probably have built your driving style now to cater to that setup better now. And now you drive like that, if that makes any sense.
Michael, no Cody Height, by the way. He's in chat, I believe. We hijacked his YouTube. Yeah. We took the podcast over.
He took the race team over, so I took the podcast over.
Oh, to go back, grid is now, well, not official, but cars are impounded. Brian Jones, pole winner for Bristol.
Wow. Who
Dalton
didn't see that
Tucker
coming?
second, Pressy third, I'm fourth, Matty George fifth, Vinny sixth, Reader seventh, McDonald eighth, Cleveland ninth, and you are P10.
That's right about where I thought it'd be. What do you think? What do you think going in?
Well, we'll get to that. I just wanted to be the breaking news, like da-da-da-da. Gotta have some excitement, Carrie, hopefully that answered your questions, though. I tried to be
I'm sorry if I'm all over the place.
realistic
you just
about
gotta,
it.
Yeah, you just gotta understand me. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place too, though.
Anybody that's in chat that came for Cody Height, love you, Cody. I mean, it's in a bad way. Now you see what we put up with in Discord calls every Monday and Tuesday when we race. We could be talking about our right front tire and how hot it is and this and that. Brady's like, oh my God, look, the sun's coming through the clouds in turn 2.
This is straight up. But see, all right, Timmy, we're gonna have a friendly debate. Okay. You're making the argument kind of work for yourself right here. Okay. Because now you get to choose whether you like it loose, neutral, or tight. So 9 different sets to choose from. That's crazy, bro.
That's right, Jay Squirrel.
That's crazy.
But see, I don't know. I'm still technically driving from a Coney, but I was waiting for something like this. I thought you were gonna do it. See, Cody knows too. That's exactly.
I'm record for 96. I'm record for 96, dude. Let's go.
Right, dude's running 8th. It's like, oh, I'm running 90th. Oh my God, the sun's coming out. It's raining in 3 and 4.
Dude, it's raining in 3 and 4. Throw the caution, bro. Let me get this shit over with.
And then Brady's the one that wrecks and brings the caution out.
In the race, dude. Fuck it. It's over with. Oh,
all right,
my gosh,
so,
man.
Since you're done with next gen and all your beef, this one's kind of more so for you because I lied. I watched the end. I don't know. I saw something on Twitter today about the track or whatever. That's fair, Timmy. But do you think it's a track issue or are we still thinking car issue for your main big stage Cup Series?
In terms of, the short flat ovals like Phoenix, it's always had mid races. Truly, if you think about it, it's always had mid races. It doesn't matter if we were in Gen 4 or if we were in Gen 6 or Gen 5 or COT or next gen or whatever. Besides Harvick Edwards battle, whatever year that was, this is the last time. This is the first time before that, I can't remember. I have no idea. I can't even tell you when the last best Phoenix race was. But maybe the only thing I remember is memorable to me besides that is when Gordon won the 76 or whatever, which is Ty Earnhardt in Phoenix, whatever year that was. It was 07, I think, or 08, whatever. But anyways, besides the fact, that race was the best race at Phoenix. And Phoenix, a track like Phoenix, a track like New Hampshire, a track like even Gateway, dude, even Gateway would benefit from that split tire strategy, kind of like a hard and a soft. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't all be. You could, in my opinion. You could, but in my opinion, you can't. You can't be on the same tire compound and be able to make passes through the field like they were. You can't. Unless you have just me out there and I get on that soft and we're all running the soft compound. Let's just say we're all running the soft compound. We all just get out there and we're flying, dude. And I'm just flying all out in front. I'm open up a 3-second lead, and then y'all just run right by me. Unless you have a bunch of guys doing that, then it doesn't have passing. You don't have passing because all the guys run so much sim time in the week that you're never gonna see that much passing in the race because they're all gonna know exactly how to manage their stuff and all this and that and everything. So in order to have good passing at a track like Phoenix, Gateway, New Hampshire, or any flat oval for that fact. I'll even throw Milwaukee in there if they eventually go there one day because they got all these smaller series going there. If you have those primary and that alternate tire or that hard and that soft tire, whatever you want to call it, you have to have that at those tracks to induce passing and have good races. Because, like, tell me honestly, on a single tire compound, not manufactured, no BS, like just straight up racing, what is the best Phoenix, New Hampshire, and Gateway race you've seen besides on Sunday? I mean, can you think of one?
I won't disagree. I don't like Phoenix, but I also don't like
I don't either.
this car. But I'll pitch you this idea, strictly because I actually forget which one we're going to in 04, but I think it's the old one without the dog leg. If we ran this version, just say in 05, quote unquote, I don't think you'd have a great race. I think you'd still kind of get spread out and whatever, but I think you'd have a good one, strictly because you have the horsepower. You'd probably have a hot track. You'd be slipping and sliding, and you would have the comers and goers, regardless if it's 60% fuel, 70, like regardless of how many laps you're running. I think you would be slipping and sliding. You'd have the horsepower under you to, widen the gap, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And the race would be better.
Yeah, but well, here's what you need. Now that you say that, you got my brain turning, and thinking, what would be the best thing for Phoenix would be, let's run this baby, put AC in the Gen 4 cars, run this baby like July 28th in the peak of 112 degree weather in Phoenix. Let the track temp be 140 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Put AC in there, whatever you got to do to keep these guys cool, because if you don't, they're going to be dying in the race car because it's going to be so hot. But if you have all that and all that freaking heat in the tire, I mean, because you would never be able to run that race without any sort of cooling or whatever for those drivers, because they all freaking die. I know Michael's in there questioning AC, what the hell? But I mean,
welcome to the Discord chat, Michael. This is every week.
They can't run, you cannot run them in the middle of July, to make that racetrack at its peak. Because that racetrack would be at its peak whenever it is blazing hot and literally just dying outside, just dying outside, dying heat. And I mean, literally, you would, bro. Hold on, Michael. Wait, we are snowflakes. Just hear me out for a second. Hold on. Okay, so I mean, you would have to have that to be able to run. I mean, you'd have to have that heat to be able to run that car there and have a good passing and burn off and all that stuff with the car, and a pretty soft tire too, in my opinion.
Well, so what Kevin said, the wet weather tire in New Hampshire was fun. But granted, you ran in the rain or wet conditions.
It was a half-assed wet track, yeah.
Yeah, but again, kind of the point I made, you having to have 2 tires to produce racing and passing
is bad.
Wouldn't that be your first hint of hey, we have a problem?
Yeah.
Whether it's the tire or the car or a mixture of both.
They can't go back now. I mean, it's too late. It's way too late. The car, they've already spent way too much money on the cars and everything else. It's too late. They've already dumped all this money into this stuff. They can't, I mean, speaking of the financial side, and what I would think, what makes sense to me as to why they can't turn back and why they're just trying to pin it all on the tire or small things or whatever, is they can't turn it around now. Their bed's made, because it would just put the teams even more in a hole than they already now. And then again, probably turn more lawsuits over the NASCAR. Besides, there probably be more people besides 2311 in front row trying to get more money to be able to compensate themselves back for the next gen car and all that. It would be a mess. It would be a freaking mess, man. But I mean, so that's why they're trying to do, I guess, the simple stupid shit first, is just the tires and all that stuff before they do all the crazy radical change. Because the teams are going to be pissed if they try to change the car, because they've dumped all this freaking money into this car and tried to, and said that it was going to be the next greatest thing. And yeah, sure, it's been a great thing on the mile and a halves, yes, and it's kind of dwindling off, in my opinion. Narrow tire, take the diffuser off, add horsepower.
I can't get that far over, but
next year better. But yeah, I mean, if you add horsepower, yeah, But yeah, if you narrow the tire up, but I mean, they've already talked about having to like do a whole bunch of crazy ass shit to be able to narrow the tire up too, like the brakes and all sorts of shit. Be able to have to change the brakes and all sorts of shit, and then something with the transaxle or whatever, like to keep from shredding them or something. I remember seeing that all over Twitter or whatever because it was like a Bob Proctor's thing or whatever. That was forever ago. That was like back whenever we had the first Martinsville race in like 2022, and it was like 30 degrees. But anyways, besides back, I'm getting distracted. You would have to have. I mean, you would have to have abundance of changes to make it work, and the teams would literally have a fucking stroke if they made them try to do that. Essentially, is what I'm trying to get at.
I think you're stuck with this because we saw it even.
Yeah, you're stuck with it. But oh wait, hold on, back up. So now the mile and a halves are getting shitty again because I mean, like if you think about it, like if you watch these tracks, like let's say which I don't know, we could probably see it at Vegas this weekend, but let's say like late in a run. I'm trying to think of what track that was. I think about it in Kansas. But Reddick was able to aero block the hell out of like 2 lanes, which was weird. Like, was it Blaney running him down? I remember me and my cousin talked about this a bunch, but I vividly remember it was Reddick in front and Blaney behind, and whatever, it was Kansas or somewhere like that. And he was literally like aero blocking 2 lanes at one time, just running the seam between them. And Blaney couldn't even do anything. He had to go to the bottom and just sunk in the back because he just sucked on the bottom. So he couldn't even go around him or whatever. And but that was late in the run. But like the car, you're kind of blindsided by it because like low key, like the car is only good in like that 10 to 15 lap window at the start of the run in a mile and a half track. Like Homestead, it was a 10 to 15 lap run and they were absolutely just racing their hearts out. Like it was crazy as hell. Or Kansas with Larson Busher, like that was crazy as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that car, like it really isn't, and that might be a hot take for me. It's produced some great finishes, sure, but I feel like it's eventually going to rear its ugly head that like it's actually not actually as good as it seems at a mile and a half. It really isn't. And don't even get me started. Everywhere else it sucks. I mean, truly, it sucks. That road course race they just put on at COTA was pretty damn good. But in the back of my mind
it's
too, like
still the same thing though because Bell,
you're not going to pass.
Maybe not way faster, but he was faster. But until he actually got there and forced Bush into the mistake, he wasn't gaining anything.
No, he could pass.
He was in the bubble.
You can't pass. Yeah, you can't pass. And literally the bubble's even on iRacing. Like you can't pass. So I don't know, man. They're so deep in the hole, that stuff too. It's tough. But I mean, yes, narrow tire, take the diffuser off, add horsepower, and I understand that's all you need to make the next gen better. But I mean, dude, they just talk about all this other shit they got to change with it too to make that narrow tire work. Like especially the brakes. The brakes are freaking huge, and they're bulging out and all this other stuff. So I mean, like your offset would be crazy weird on the. I don't know. I remember just reading a whole bunch of stuff about it. Hell, I had to scroll through Twitter for days to find it because Bob Proctor's tweets like 74 times a day. So I mean, but yeah, the time to start developing the agent, dude, the teams would have a stroke, Kevin, if they did that. They would literally freak the hell out if they did. I
mean, like for all you know, though, they already are.
I mean, they better start forking over some more money. I mean, I don't know.
Michael, to answer your question, I think he wasn't feeling good, but
yeah, I don't think he is either.
I don't know if you need that necessarily, Kevin. But like I said, I think the first thing you need, the biggest thing, is horsepower. Like this is supposed to be your top series. Granted, maybe not every week, but it should put on the best racing.
I don't understand the manufacturer's logic behind the low horsepower. Do you?
I think I was reading, and maybe Cody's the one that actually told me about it. They wanted it closer to production car specs.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
Pretty sure that's what I saw.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Roush Yates for Ford, and then Penske or whatever they have or whatever, something like that, and then Hendrick Performance, and then basically the JGR shop build the motors for these cars and just have like limited support? The manufacturer essentially just slaps their sticker on it and puts it through their little TRD program, like puts it through like the little testing program and all that stuff, and basically sends it off. It's like, yep, that'll work.
I don't know.
But that's what I've always gathered it as. So, like, why the hell does the manufacturer care what fucking horsepower it has? Like, that kind of pisses me off because, like,
It's their selling
you
point.
could, like, it's literally just like what Vinny fucking said the other day. Like, take the fucking spacer off of it and everything like that and just run the hell out of it. I mean,
It's
fuck it.
it's their selling point. It's like the same thing back last year at the All-Star race. They penalized Bush or Ricky or whichever fucking one of them because they fought this and that. But yet they promoted it for how many months after that?
Yeah.
It's the selling point. Now they can say, oh, well, you can have this. It's the same car that they run on Sundays, which obviously not the same car, but
Yeah, not even close. They used to be able to sell that shit back in like the freaking 70s and 80s, but like not now. Yeah.
but that's what it is though. Like now it's their selling point.
I don't know, man. It's and see, like the manufacturers just say something like it's more closer to production level, yada yada, this and that. Dude, that has how the fuck does a NASCAR that is literally a straight up spec race car? Like, okay, all right, here you go, Cody. Roush builds Ford, RCR and Hendrick builds Chevy, and Toyota builds their motor. Okay, so Toyota builds it with their manufacturer then. So TRD builds the motors. So that makes sense. That would make more sense to me. I thought they were built in the JGR shop. I didn't know that. We're going to penalize them for fighting, but didn't use it. Yeah, use it 24/7 remote. Yeah, literally. But I don't understand the whole fact of what was the saying always? What races on Sunday sells on Monday or whatever the hell? Like, how the fuck does that apply now? How does that apply? Dude, you don't sell. What do you sell? I mean, you don't sell anything off these cars on freaking Monday now. Like, yeah, that applied in 1983, but not in freaking 2025 when we got a spec race car with all carbon fiber and all that. Yeah, no. That doesn't even apply. Yeah, they literally all have that is, Michael hit that son of a bitch right in the head, dude. Literally, they all have the exact same everything. It is just different freaking decals and a little bit different. Yeah, win on Sunday, sell on Monday. A little bit different freaking body lines. I mean, that's it. And nobody's selling a carbon fiber freaking next gen at the dealership on Monday. Like, sorry about it, dude. But, I mean, I don't know, man. Freaking crazy, dude. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
So
Win on Sunday, bank on Monday. Oh, shit.
So just to kind of keep rolling, because I don't want to be too long tonight.
I know, we're already hour and 2 minutes in.
What's
That's
your
bringing my ass home.
Your Vegas picks? I'll say so. We'll do this. We'll do.
You go first.
Give me winner.
Nope, you go first.
I will. We'll do winner. Top three.
You're gonna cringe at my pick.
We'll say top five. We'll do winner, top three, top five. Bro, Timmy's struggling
going,
PGA.
Timmy's going +9. Timmy, you're a fucking ass. What the fuck? Oh my gosh, dude. How the hell? What is your
Timmy,
players overall?
So Timmy, wait. So Timmy, I'll tell you because Nick used it, and that's the only reason he's where he's at.
Yes.
The putting bullshit is on because I forgot to turn it off. Completely unrelated topic.
I still beat that ass, and he was fucking cheating.
But he literally said he used it 3 times, which obviously.
2K golf, Dalton, get on that shit. Play with us. It's fucking worth it. Play it. Get in the society with us. It's fucking worth it. I've been grinding the fuck out of
the NORA PGA Tour going on right now.
The NORA Bogey Bros. Mine's a 76 now.
I'm a 67. What's default? 65?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a 67. I've gone up twice.
It's going to help you a lot, to me. If you have what player archetype did you? He's probably got like power. Timmy, what's your player archetype or whatever? Is it power? Bro, we're getting off the beaten path. We got coming back in. Coming back in. Hold on.
Blame Timmy. All right. So we'll do winner. Dawn's getting it tomorrow. So you'll miss the first tournament, but you'll be in for the second. So do winner, top 3, top 5. I'll do top 5 first. Vegas. I'm gonna go. Bubba. Top 3. I'll give Timmy some love on this one. I'll go Blaney. Cody has one of my picks.
Cody says Briscoe, Larson, Reddick.
Winner, I was going to say Larson.
Cody thinks Briscoe's going to win? Wait a minute. I need to see the rest of that.
If he goes in line with what I had said, yeah, because that'd be Briscoe win, Larson top 3, Reddick top 5, unless that's his podium. But either way, I guess Briscoe win. Dalton, I was going to say Bell.
I think Seabell's going to win again, bro. I think Seabell's going to win again, dude.
I think so. I was going to say win or top 3, just because I think he still gets like podium, truthfully. But I also think something stupid's going to happen. Like he'll be winning, it'll be late or like middle stage 2, and the dumbest thing's going to happen. Like he's going to get like pit road, something, or somebody's going to wreck, and he's just going to go.
I think like Cody Ware wrecks from 94th in the backstretch or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Brady Modes for fucking 10th.
Bro, you're so fucking stupid. So she's saying Logano.
I was going to say Logano too. I was torn between Logano or Blaney for my top 3.
Bro, the Pixie car struggled. Logano. Dalton. Oh my god.
But that's the thing though.
Claney. Who the hell is Claney, bro?
That's his own driver. He doesn't know how to spell his name.
C. Laney Wilson, bro. C. Laney Wilson.
All right, what's your picks?
All right.
I have like 10 different ones I could have made, but I can't.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm giving my top 5 to this too, because everybody else's picks, I'm changing mine.
All right, here we go. Okay, I got
do
top
winner,
5.
top 3, top 5, and then we'll do.
Wait, so you want to just do one pick from each, or you want to do like the whole top 5?
Do what I did. Do winner, top 3, top 5 first.
Okay. All right. I think your winner is going to be. Do I pull the trigger, bro? Do I pull the trigger?
Go ahead.
I'm going to fucking do it. Fuck it. Why not? I ain't got no money on it. I mean, I may put money on it this week. I don't know. I think that the over-aggressive kid gets his first win.
Oh, Carson.
Oh, Hocevar. I think he'll break through and get his first. Dude, that kid has so much raw speed that it's unbelievable. And raw speed is even better at a place like Vegas. Because, I mean, mile and a half, it's mostly about, I mean, let's be fucking for real. It's a lot about the car. Like, honestly. Like, I mean, really and truly. And that car has shown a lot of speed. And, I mean, the rest of Spire kind of did in the qualifying at Phoenix. But, I mean, like, they all fell off a freaking cliff and were gone. But, I mean, I kind of think that kind of comes down to talent. But that kid has a lot of raw speed. So I'm going to pick Hocevar. Fuck it. Why not? Whatever. I ain't got no money on it. But I think it's gonna be a hell of a finish. It'll probably let me back up for a second. If we have like a crazy green white checker finish or whatever, I think it's gonna be Hocevar. But if we have like a long run, it's Seabell all day. Seabell gonna whoop that ass and he gonna fucking win. Yeah, whoop that ass so bad he changed to Claney. Yeah,
that's what I thought. I was waiting for that.
Nah, no Braxton. No, I mean he ain't. Bro, he don't have the. I love him to death. I mean, I'm a big fan of Noah, but like at the same time, like he don't have the speed. He's not showing up with it yet. He don't have it.
I mean, you want to go back a couple of years when you were like,
bro. I mean, his ass was fucking shotgunning beers and fucking them up out there in the Xfinity Series, dude. That shit was badass. But yeah, Carson does make Noah look like a saint. He really does. But all right, so I'm gonna just stick with Hocevar. Fuck it, why not? Hocevar winning, and then top 3. I'm going to go with my championship pick, Denny Hamlin. I think he will finish top 3, have a solid day. And then, even though I don't like him, don't get me mixed. I fucking hate Denny Hamlin. I don't like Toyota. Don't fuck me up. All right. But I think Denny Hamlin finally will break through this year and win a championship, and everybody can quit whining about that shit. Shout out Kristen Berry. But anyways, in the top 5, I got I'm just going to go Reddick. I mean, Reddick, probably top 3, top 5, going to be safe. I think Bubba will be in there. I think there'll be a lot of Toyotas up there. I mean, a lot of Toyotas will be up there. I think that I'm gonna give an honorary top 10. I think Ty Gibbs is gonna shock some people today. I'm sorry, this coming Sunday, because I think Ty Gibbs probably gonna run 10, like in the top 10. And you know, I don't like the kid at all. I don't like him. I mean, he's silver spoon as hell. He's just a silver spoon as Austin Dillon is. But I mean, he's got some fucking speed, dude. Like, he really does. He's got some speed. And it's going to come around eventually. He's probably just in a sophomore slump or whatever, and it's eventually just going to come around.
Have you seen the picture of his last, 8 races?
I think he's a 31.8 average finish or whatever in the last 8 races. Literally 31.8 is what they said. Freaking crazy. But that kid, dude, you don't. I mean, all right, I don't care if you put me in that freaking Joe Gibbs car on Saturdays in the Xfinity Series that he ran 2 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna run top 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like it isn't all the car. It's like. I mean, like Ty's gonna have good speed. I mean, like he's gonna have good speed. He has a lot of talent. I mean, hell, he didn't win 10 races for nothing. So I mean, I feel like Brady talking is like his race. Starts out good, drops a little, levels off, then drops again. It was all good till the end.
See, like it's like you
dude.
said though. That, like when I was picking my top 5, top 3, and it's funny because we're complaining about the car. I feel like there's so many people though that you could throw in there.
It's the parody, dude.
Like I'm not gonna scream.
Busher.
I think Larson wins, but I'm gonna change my top 3, top 5. So I'm gonna say Larson still wins. 2 through 5, no order. I like your Reddick pick actually. I think Reddick has to have a good day.
He will. I mean, it's mile and a half on
Bell,
the fence.
somewhere top 5. I don't think he just drops off. I think he stays top 5 if he doesn't win. I'll say Blaney. See, like part of me actually wants to say Bubba because I feel like he was decent there in the playoffs.
Bro, I just don't trust the Penske cars. Like what I've seen so far, I just don't really trust them.
I'll match you with the Carson pick though. I'll say top 5. I won't say win, but I'll say top 5.
I mean, that kid's just got so much raw speed, bro. Like it's just crazy as hell. But he just needs to freaking. I mean, he's gonna learn. One day somebody's gonna freaking turn him off head on the outside wall, and he's gonna get his bell wrong and realize what the fuck's going on.
We're both wrong, and Michael McDowell's gonna win.
Dude, now we're both wrong. Ty Gilliland's gonna win. Fuck it, whatever. There you go. Or Busher. I mean, look, like think about it. Like,
see, Busher's should have won before though.
Bro, let's list off like people who win. Let's think about it. All right, so like 4 count. You got Busher, Keselowski, legitimate shot to win. I mean, honestly, let's think about this. On every weekend, Priest. I mean, literally, like what Dalton said, Priest. I mean, those guys all have speed. Like everybody across the field, I'd say like top 25 has a chance to win any week.
That's why I said Timmy hit it. Logano, I feel, is always like there at Vegas.
Bro, Kyle has got. Let's back up. Talk about Kyle. Kyle has eventually got to catch a break. Has to. There's no way he doesn't, bro.
You gotta make your own breaks.
Eventually, he's got to catch a break. Yeah, but I mean, hell, he freaking. Most of the time, you look at people like that and you think like they have done so much to shoot themselves in the foot. But bro, I mean that mug, bro, he has had so much shit go wrong that is out of his control. It's freaking crazy, bro. He does have to get a win. The sport does need it. I mean, it really does. It does freaking need it. But I mean, he has had so much go wrong that is out of his control. It is kind of insane, like throughout his run that he's had so far. But I don't know, man. I feel like he'll break through, probably eventually get a win. It'll probably be like at like a 2-mile track, something calm, like Michigan or something. But where everybody's not driving like crazy. But I don't know.
All right, so your picks are in then?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost hour 15.
So I'm pulling the grid back up. Again, unofficial, obviously, we'll see what nonsense we have for pit road and who gets no cues and stuff like that. But, also, because it kind of leads into the same thing, Bristol, I assume back then, obviously single pit or double pit road? Or single pit road?
Double. Don't the IRL race real quick. Throw that race up. Go to green flag pit stop. I think it's double. Here. It's gonna be double, I'm pretty sure. But
Dustin,
dude,
love us.
What?
He said, "Go to bed."
Holy hell, go to bed, bro. Dustin, just like and comment, bro.
I actually like
we need to start bracket betting against each other. I would love to play numbers. So like what we do like on my I just call it my road because they aren't really like my neighbors or whatever. We all live like quarter miles apart from each other. But anyways, we draw numbers every week. So like, and it's let's see. So we draw. It's 10 of us, and we all draw a number, and like we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 0, and then it's always whoever's at the last number, and then we'll let it's like a $20 buy-in or whatever, and we'll do stages and then the race, and it all pays out evenly between the 10 of us every week. We'll do that, and it's fun. I like doing it. It's very fun. I think this past week I had the 1 or something, but bro, go to bed, bro. You're like 35. You got kids. You need to go to bed. Rest up.
He just finished his pod.
He just finished his pod. Now he's coming here trying to trash my pod, bro. Or our pod. Actually, technically now it's my pod because Cody took over DEI. I don't know if you heard or not, Dustin, but it's now CHI, Cody Height Incorporated, not Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. So I got Oreos.
Oh, that's right. Hey. Got Oreos. That's right.
Shout out. Hey, look at this. Here you go. You ready? Watch this.
That's right. Yo, so fun fact, by the way.
Check this out.
Congrats on the dub, Dustin. I told you.
Congrats on the W. Yeah.
So, just to point out, it's probably very poor quality. Dustin's got big shoes to fill.
Oh, he does. Dustin, look at this.
Lap 50.
Reminding him, in your own way, you will be all right. Dick?
Greg Biffle is hitting off the fourth quarter. His crew chief, Doug Richard, is making no attempt to talk to the crew.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but
signboard. It is so incredibly loud here.
Lap 50.
Oh, Greg's nipple.
Lap 50. Casey Kane leading.
These guys just
Uh-oh.
each other at all. They have heard their driver, however, who has dropped the word to tip. Say on the radio.
We ain't got a Bristol prediction yet. Dustin got here just in time.
I'm just here for pit road. What are we sending? This?
The link?
Bro, this dude's got a whole playlist.
Yeah.
Every race, some of them have practice. Look, 60 FPS.
That's pretty sick, dude.
Qualifying.
Damn,
Dude's got the whole season.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, like Bud Pole for the Food City. Oh,
You look at Dalton run third, Pickle Simon run first.
Like Radio Shack, qualifying. I think it's qualifying every week he's got on here, but like happy hour.
Point, don't get distracted. We gotta look at see if it's double pit road or not.
Brother,
You're pulling me.
They're still. Oh,
Oh hell! Oh, Dustin wrecked. Oh,
that's
R.I.P.
awkward.
Dustin and Dalton, they both watered it up.
That's awkward. Oh, he dumped him.
Oh, Dalton dumped Dustin. Holy shit, that's crazy. That's wild.
Oh. I'm assuming.
Damn, Dustin, you just gonna take that? Oh, there's Cody Reader throwing the freaking headset. What the hell? Unbelievable.
Dustin, you look good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn, Dustin, you sexy as hell.
So it is single. There you go. There's the answer.
Want to bite? Oh my god, dude! No what? Oh, it is single. Wait. Pause. Is it single only on cautions, or is it?
I was gonna say it's probably the same thing. It's probably single under caution, and then.
Man, just keep it fucking simple and keep everybody from killing each other. Like, just do single. Just do single the whole race.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say you can't change it.
You can do double pit road. You could do it.
All right, so we saw Dustin and Cleveland. Wow. Dustin and Dalton are going to wreck each other. So that makes my pick easy. I'm going Brian Jones. Oh, we're dumb. Carrie's in here. Look. We could have just. You got to know people, Brady. Come on.
When I went to single, it was double before then. Oh, see, this is look.
You got to know people in this industry.
Yep, exactly. Not me, my girl Siri. Oh shit.
Okay, so again, we just saw Dustin and Dalton are gonna wreck, so that makes my pick easy. From the poll, Brian Jones. Damn, Dalton, you old as hell.
I don't want to be basic, bro. You know what? I'm gonna do something different. You ready for this? This is just for you, Josh.
Don't you dare say it. I will wreck lap 5 if you say what I think you're going to say.
I'm gonna pick Cody Reader.
Okay.
I think Cody Reader's gonna win. I think Cody Reader's gonna save his stuff and he's gonna win. Only because Dalton and Dustin wreck, even though they're both the favorites to win and they're both probably gonna run 1-2. I am still picking Reader because I saw both of them wreck already. Already saw it in the future, so that happened.
Not for nothing. And I don't want to jinx this or like pull the juju. Could you imagine if that actually happens?
Dude, like Dalton goes down in there and just rides a little bit too hard or whatever and just jacks his ass up and they both wadded up all in the front of the field. Oh my God, that was so funny. Wrecked me while I was passing him for the lead in the truck series. He's not going to finish a lap. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Dalton said he thinks I'm going to win. Dalton, I think either look. I mean, I'm having them regular brownies back there, but I think you got them fucking brownies with that good shit in it. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no fucking way my ass is going to be sniffing the fucking front of the field.
Kerry, is he going to show up? That sounds really bad. Is he going to feel okay to race?
Yeah, you sound like a real dickhead out there, bro.
I mean, it came out wrong. Funny enough, though, if anybody can win from the back, I would say Cody.
I need them. Bro, I don't think nobody's gonna be rubbing the fenders hard. I mean, unless it's like Blake and them.
Bro, I am shipping you just so we can laugh about it.
You're shipping me?
Yep.
Dude, honestly, I think if you shit me, I would literally just drive back up on the track. Like, if you did it on purpose and I knew you did, I would just drive back up on the track and kill you on purpose just so I could get suspended and it would be even more fucking funny. I really would, I swear to God. That would be so funny.
Can you...
Cody's a great performer from behind. Oh, no, bro. Oh, God. All right, this is getting too rated R for me. I'm only a PG-13 certified podcaster, okay? We need to chill out.
Bro, do you want to pull up the receipts that I have from you?
Oh, no P. Diddy. No P. Diddy.
Oh, that reminds me. He was supposed to fucking... Oh, now hold on. I gotta check something.
Gotta check what, bro?
Oh, did he do what I wanted him to do? Oh,
yeah, I will shout out to Blake, but Oreos are gone. I'm out later, dudes. Later, Dustin.
Peace out, Dustin. Good win. Knew it was coming.
I mean, it's probably coming next week, too. Him and Dalton.
No, Kerry, you didn't have to. That door was not open. You kicked it open.
Bro, you busted that bitch down. I mean, the fucking hinges are laying on the floor over there, dude. I mean, fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
What was I gonna say? Y'all just fucking distracted the shit out of me.
Hold on, I got the inside joke for you. Hold on.
Bro.
Okay, finish what you're saying.
I forgot what I was saying. Y'all distracted my ass. Y'all talking about fucking knocking doors down and shit. And then Dustin talked about Oreos, so I'm thinking about fucking eating an Oreo. Sounds like Cody opens the door. Oh, fucking A, dude. My gosh. Well,
hold on.
I guess I probably need to just go to bed, bro.
Where? It's not loading. This is very upsetting.
What?
If it would load, I would show you. Oh, come on.
No, but I mean,
there we go.
I mean, I know I picked Reader, but in all good ones, not all. See you later, bro. But in all seriousness, it's going to be a Kaleva and Dalton show. Bro, you gotta chill out, bro. We got this show on YouTube. You gotta chill the fuck out, dude. All right. But anyways, yeah. I mean, all seriousness, they talk about Bristol. I mean, I think it really is just gonna be in the Dalton and Cleveland show. Like, I know we fucking around about them wrecking an IRL, but like, I think that it's gonna be the Dalton and Cleveland show, and it's gonna be. I mean, Vinny's gonna be in the mix too, but I just feel like the track caters more to Vincent and Dalton. I mean, not Vincent and Dalton. I'm sorry, Dalton and Dustin.
I think, and it's funny because like I kind of took the easy way out and went from the pole. But if you look at every time we've run there, I would say he's led the races he's been. He's led probably the most laps out of anybody, being Brian.
Yeah.
So I'll throw him into the mix that you have. I think it's
Here's the
funny
only
because
thing
Dalton's the same thing.
The only problem I have with your pick is low horsepower, high downforce is all those cases.
He's another one though, and like I know you guys say like me too, but I feel like this is a little tougher than like the normal circumstances. He's one that you're like, oh, it's a matter of time before Brian's gonna win.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
honestly, yeah.
tonight, like Cleva won, but like we all kind of almost expected it.
Yeah. Do you expect Vincent to snag a few, Dalton to snag a few, Dustin to snag a few, Brian to snag 2, 3, 4, you to snag 2, 3, and then maybe like, I mean, restrictor plate is kind of like a little bit of a wild card. Not so much in these cars. I mean, restrictor plate really ain't as much of a wild card in these cars, I feel like, as other cars. But I mean, like, you probably have your 1 or 2 off in like driving wins or whatever, or some guy show up on a road course and have some kind of speed or whatever, or well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it just, it's going to be your usual suspects at the front of the field, especially with this car.
I don't know, man. I think
Moultrie.
funny enough,
Forgot him, Moultrie. Probably like
he
1 or
didn't
2.
qualify.
Yeah, but like no, but I'm talking about like throughout the year, like 1 or 2 wins. Probably.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But you about ready to close it out? I'm about to go to bed.
so who was your actual pick? I think I missed it and all that with the backdoor talk and stuff.
I just said Rieger would be funny, but actually, I really do think it'll probably be Dalton. Honestly, I really do. I think it'll probably be Dalton or Dustin. I flip a coin over it, but I think it's probably. I think I'll just choose Dalton just because Dustin won this week.
Okay. So Dalton, he hasn't won yet, has he? Or did he win?
Nope, he hasn't won a NORA in a few years now.
Well, normally he runs like 5 races just to choose a car at Texas, then quits.
Yeah. Or I get tight in front of him and block him at the racetrack in Xfinity, and then he gets mad as fuck at us and then leaves.
Or he gets tight, you know.
Never forget
leading
that.
the race, dominating the truck race in the playoffs, and gets tight. But you know,
Gets tight, goes up. You know.
all right. So we got a Brian Jones, we have a Dalton Tucker, we have a Cody Height,
And we got
and a Brady Moats,
What?
and a Timmy Harper. Dalton
Who's
picked
your
you.
Brady's going to win on a late race caution? That's fucking horseshit. Oh, yeah, because I remember I said earlier, I said, you got to fucking eat some wee brownies or something if you think that's true. Yeah,
So
Timmy
yeah,
ain't winning
we
it.
have a Timmy, we have a Brady,
Timmy got to hit the wall lap 3.
we have a Cody Height. Dustin said Cody's a good performer from behind, so we're going to put that in as a Cody pick.
Oh, my Lord.
We have a Dalton, and we have a Brian Jones. 6 bets, lock them in.
Yep.
All right.
But
Final words, brother.
well, it was a pleasure for y'all having me on. Hopefully, Cody, you get to feeling better and get to come on next week. But I had a pleasure filling in your shoes. If y'all ever want me to come back on and me distract y'all from y'all's topics for about an hour and a half and drag out the podcast, so then I'll gladly come back on. But it was a pleasure. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll probably have you back. I think once we get figured out which direction we want to go.
I mean,
more...
we're kind of little bit low key like the usual suspects on this channel. Like if Cody's gonna bring anybody else on or whatever. But I mean, like with the AI stuff, or Cody most of the time does a lot of solo videos on his stuff too. Especially, I mean, I kind of need to point at you, Cody. I hope you see this and clip it. We need to bring back the AI series. That shit was gas, and we need to start doing it again.
So we have more people actually into it.
Yeah, if we could get, because it would be me, you, Josh, the talent, and Cody, and then we can include more. I mean,
I'll say whoever wants to run.
Mm-hmm. But
thank you, Carrie. Though hopefully it wasn't that bad.
Thank you, Carrie. I'm sorry that
I
get so distracted.
I'm new with the controls, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Cody, Father Cody is normally my Lord and Savior.
Tech guy, the tech specialist.
But yeah, yeah. Like I said, once him and I will figure something out. Once we figure out which way we want to go, entirely. We'll probably have more people, but like you said. It'll probably be obviously.
Host the
him and I.
winners, dude. Like host the winners for a little bit, and then bring in somebody else, or whatever.
I'll talk to you after. I was gonna do that, but then I figured like Dustin and Cody said they would want to do that too. So I was gonna do like, oh, we'll grab second place or third, like
whatever,
different.
or like swap them out, like we're like at a party or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taking trades back and forth.
I trade my second round pick for race winner Dustin Cleveland. That's solid. All right, brother.
Lord.
I appreciate you stepping in.
Yes, sir. Well, thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all later. Thank you, Carrie Ann.
Carrie said I'm kicked off. You're taking my spot, apparently.
Yeah, other races, and Brady is a rag. Oh, Lord mercy.
Just like that. One show is all it takes. See y'all next week.
Peace out, vlog.